with another quick live hero's journey, and we are looking at still the best sweatsuit you can buy, that money can buy, for shredding those waves, and it is the O'Neill Hyperfreak. This thing is still the best sweatsuit. I would not advise you get the Hyperfreak Fire. I would stay with this Hyperfreak comp suit. As you can see, it is lacking the welded seams, which keep it stretchier, and the general no smoothie skin right in the middle. That keeps it nice and stretchy too. There's its best friend right there, the album Twinsman. And I thought I'd really amp it up this time and get this cool Kelly Slater-esque gray, which I have not seen this color that much lately in stores, etc. So it could be on the way out. So if you want to be extra cool like me and be kind of like Halloween-y, orange, gray, black, I would scoop. These are still going around 360, 370. So, a pretty little penny, but I think it is totally worth it. I keep buying these suits. I hope O'Neill keeps making them. They're one of those things that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And these really are, not broke. They do not need to get fixed. Let's check out the back. And, in today's world, we're so used to having a product that is awesome, and then the manufacturer, they want to upgrade it, and they make a new version. And sadly, the new version is never as good as the old. We fear change. It's inevitable. But sometimes it's the wrong move. Hence the Hyperfreak Fire, which is Technobutter 4. This is Technobutter 3. It is not as stretchy. It's warmer. But it kind of defeats the whole purpose. Well, there's another friend right there. The whole purpose of the Hyperfreak is the stretch. You buy these so you can be living in somewhat board short lifestyle, but with a nice wetsuit. Now this also is a 3.2 plus, so it's a 3.5 times 2.5, but it feels like a 3.2. I mean, the Hyperfreaks, the Technobutter 3, they're so stretchy and I would even say breathable that you can get away with it being a little thicker and it feels just as good as a 2 mil or a 3 mil. Really, this 3.2, it just feels so great. Nothing else compares. So right now it's also getting into summer, so there's two short arm and long sleeve versions of these, and they are still the best wetsuits you can buy are these here Hyperfreaks. Let's zoom in. Oh, look at that thing. It is just amazing. Let's see how far we can zoom. That is getting de-resolutionized. Boo. But yeah, I would still say stay away from the Hyperfreak Fires unless you are below 30 and you have a back of steel. The Hyperfreaks regular with Technobutter 3, these are still the best. You can also tell the differences. Let me show you. Inside, it'll be blue. See that? Blue. For the Hyperfreak, regular Hyperfreaks. The new Hyperfreak Fires are actually red. So Technobutter 4 is red. Technobutter 3 is blue. You want the baby blue. You want the blue stuff. That is the GOAT. Hyperfreak comp, not Technobutter 4. Sorry, Technobutter 4. Technobutter 3. That is what you need. And you could also pick up one of those guys for $1 billion, but it is probably worth it because they ride really well. And if you want to join the cool kids club, you can get the Kelly Slater gray version, but you probably have to surf pretty well. Now, am I good enough to rock this version? We shall see. We shall see if I get heckled or if I make it out of the lineup alive. But back in the day, I had a similar XL wetsuit in this color, and it was awesome. So the goal was to, get the similar one, a little better lighting like this. Now, really, again, what makes this suit so great is no smoothie skin right there, so it's super stretchy. And then you actually want the chest zip. You don't want to go straight comp on this, or straight nose zip. the chest zip keeps the suit together a little bit. This keeps this part and this part good. Without it, it gets real stretchy here, and it'll start flushing sooner than later. So, and I would say they fit true to size. Get your normal size. Maybe if you need to, you can go, if you have to go smaller or bigger. I always go a teeny bit bigger just because I'm a little more broader. You know, I got those surfer traps. I'm kind of jacked. Oh, and they always give you this little bit of, see, that's what you want, that blue. You don't want the red. Sorry, Technobutter 4. You want the classic blue. So that's her. She is a work of art. And the gray is just, you know, I'm Kelly Slater. You want blue. And it has a little bit of these like kind of sticky things in here to help the ankles stay. I find these don't do that much, that thing. Maybe they do a little bit, but they don't do that much. The one thing I wish they did on these is have like some kind of seal like they do on the mutants or their upper end suits. That keeps, because water will kind of spew in here. So that's the only downside, is a little bit of water likes to spew right into the arm sometimes. So if it's pretty cold and you have the 4.3 version, it's not the most fun. But with the 3.2, it's not a big deal. And then once you get like 2 mil, it doesn't matter at all. So I still, again, would advise the Technobutter 3 Hyperfreak is still the best suit. Now, you'll even, when you go into surf shops now, it's funny because in my opinion, this has kind of become an industry standard. All the shops pretty much just like carry this the most. And when I see people buying wetsuits, they're buying these. So I think they were still cream of the crop. It's still the GOAT. The GOAT of all suits. The Hyperfreak 3.2 Plus by O'Neill. Look at that. So pretty. And I wanted to be cool. Get the gray. Also with these lighter colors, you know, in theory the sun will reflect onto you a little less. So you could be a little less hot, which is nice. On the shorter versions of these, it seems to be all black. But even this black material doesn't get that hot. And it's kind of more of a dark gray. And again, for being a wetsuit, it's somehow breathable. So I'm going to leave you guys at that. Live checking out of my fancy new Hyperfreak 3.2 Plus. I have a, let me just show you really quick. A little walk. I own way too many of these already. Hey, look, there's me. And here is my arsenal of Hyperfreaks. I know I have a problem. The 5.4 hooded's pretty lit. That's pretty cool. And these are all their Hyperfreaks. So yes, I do have a problem, but if you surf a lot, the best move is to have 2 suits to rotate. And then if a suit messes up, you need to send it for warranty or whatever, you still have a backup suit. So I really suggest you have 2 suits and rotate. And then with all the different sizes, this one might be my favorite too, the 2 mil short arm. That one's amazing. And then their hooded suits. You have a Technobutter. Technobutter in the hood. That's litty. That's extra litty. So join the cult. Hyperfreak cult. Join us. We welcome you. And let's walk back over to my new guy. He might be getting christened this afternoon. We'll see. It's pretty warm out, but really these suits, they, like I said, they breathe and they don't get terribly hot. They're not the warmest, so you can err on the side of wearing them when you not sure if you should or not, because they're just the best suits ever, y'all. So again, not sponsored by O'Neill. I am reaching out if you guys want to hook your boy up. I am all ears, and I can provide feedback. I can provide testing, my reviews, etc. But until next time, we out of here. Peace.